First tonight, one family is mourning the loss of their loved one who died in a murder-suicide last week in Minot. Thanks for joining us here on News Center Maine at 5:30. I'm Zach Blanchard. Chris Costa is off tonight. Police say 20-year-old Tyson Peters killed the woman he was in a relationship with at the time, 19-year-old Emily Sully. Officers found their bodies while doing a welfare check. News Center Maine's Sam Olson joins us in the studio after sitting down with the victim's family. Sam.
Hi, Zach. Emily Sully was in the process of moving out of the home she shared with her boyfriend the day she was murdered. Her mother, Heidi, says she knew something wasn't right when she never heard from her daughter later that night.
I didn't hear anything for hours, so I was still calling her and FaceTiming her, and I was like, find my iPhone, like dinging her phone, like hoping that she was just sleeping.
But then Heidi Sully got the news no parent ever imagines they'll hear. Police saying her 19-year-old daughter was killed by her abusive partner.
I couldn't be there to protect her, and she trusted him with everything.
Thinking about Emily's final moments keeps her family up at night. They say the hardest part is not having any answers.
And I just can't stop thinking about it. And I think that's kind of the hardest part, is that I don't know what happened.
But what they do know is they want to raise awareness for the countless others experiencing domestic violence too. The latest report from the Maine Domestic Abuse Homicide Review Panel shows of the total number of homicides between 2020 and 2023, nearly 49% were domestic abuse homicides.
That honestly is the only thing I feel like that would have prevented this from happening, is if she had called the police and just had somebody standing there. You're not being dramatic. You're being safe. And safety is the only thing that matters at that point.
Now, this mother is cherishing all that her daughter left behind.
Pictures that they thought were insignificant, but you're probably cherishing now.
Oh my God, I really am.
But the most precious gift Emily had in her life was her 2-year-old daughter, Eliana. The 2-year-old is now left without either of her parents.
I think that's the hardest part, is knowing that she did everything she could to make sure that her baby was safe. She just couldn't make sure that my baby was safe.
It's been almost a week since this family's world was turned upside down, but they say they will move forward day by day, holding a new mission close to their hearts.
And I hope, I really, really, really hope that raising awareness for it was definitely going to make a difference.
Emily's service is on Sunday. Heidi and Eva say while it will be a difficult day, they hope people will celebrate her life as best they can. Emily's family plans to hold events to keep her legacy alive and to raise money for other people experiencing domestic violence. Zach?
Sam Olson in the studio tonight. Thank you so much for that story. Now, if you or someone you know is having a mental health crisis, there is help. One of them is Maine's statewide crisis line. The number right there on your screen, 1-888-568-1112, or dial 711. Then there's the National Suicide Prevention and Crisis Lifeline. For that, you can just dial 988.